Hello and welcome in our YouTube channel Metallurgical Facts. So in this video I will tell you the concepts of diffusion in this video, and basically I will not tell you the theoretical part. I will tell you only numerical part. Okay, so for theoretical part you may join our Telegram channel. I will supply the PDF of this topic there. Okay, so that is very short important notes for diffusion processes. You may use that notes for gate metallurgy. Okay, so here I will tell you the numerical portion, and in numerical portions fixed first law and fixed second law is very important. In gate metallurgy they will ask questions from this topic only. Okay, so what is the fixed first law? I will write here. So you must have heard about this fixed first law, I'm sure. So fixed first law is basically J is equals to minus D dc by dx. Okay, so what is this J minus D and dc by dx? I will tell you one by one. Okay, so this J is basically diffusion flux. Okay, or you can say this is diffusion flux or mass transported per unit area. Okay, so this is the two terms which is used for this J value. Okay, mass transported per unit area. So this is J. What is D? D is basically diffusivity. Okay, and also this is known as diffusion coefficient. Okay, so here people do the mistake sometimes. This is not diffusion constant, this is diffusion coefficient. And what is diffusion constant? Diffusion constant is d naught. Okay, so one relation between this d and d naught is there, so I will tell you in next formula. Okay, so here dc by dx, what is this dc by dx? Dc by dx is basically concentration gradient. Okay, so this dc by dx is equals to concentration gradient. So what is the unit of this concentration gradient dc by dx? This dc is mole per meter cube or centimeter cube, and this dx is meter. So whole dc by dx having unit is equals to mole per meter the power 4. Okay, so this is the unit of dc by dx. What is the unit of this d? Diffusion constant, diffusion coefficient. So diffusion coefficient unit having, that is meter square per second. And what is the unit of this j? J is having unit, we can put the units of this d and this dc by dx, and then we can find the unit of this j, and this j is having unit of mole per meter square seconds. Okay, so whenever we are considering this diffusion process, we will always take time as seconds. Okay, why this time is not visible here? Because this j is equals to, this j is basically equals to m by a into t. Okay, so this m is number mass of atoms, or you can say the number of moles. Okay, and this a is area, and this t is time. So this j is basically mass per unit area per unit time. Okay, so this is all about this fixed first law. This is very important law, and sometimes 1 or 2 marks numericals you will get from this question, from this fixed first law. Okay, so now I will try to relate this d and d naught, how we can relate in diffusion. That is d is equals to d naught exponential of minus q by rt. Okay, so so you will get very simple numericals from this fixed first law. You can do by your own, so I will not tell you the examples of this fixed first law. I will tell you the numerical part of fixed second law. Okay, so this is the relation between d and d naught. What is this d? D is basically diffusivity or diffusion coefficient, but this d naught is diffusion constant. Okay, so this d naught is diffusion constant, and this q is activation energy. This q is activation energy, r is gas constant, and this temperature, this t is temperature. Always we will take it into Kelvin. Okay, and what is the unit of this activation energy? Joule per mole. Okay, and this r gas constant, you know about this d and d naught. This d and d naught having same unit, that is meter square per second. Okay, so this is all about this fixed first law. Now we will see fixed second law. Okay, so what is fixed second law? You know, fixed second law is dc by dx, sorry, dc by dt is equals to d square c dx square. So this is the fixed second law, and this is basically known as steady state law. Okay, steady state law, and this is non-steady state. Okay, so non-steady state fixed law. Okay, so this is known as fixed second law, and this is Fick's first law. So now what we will do, we can use this Fick's second law in many applications like corrosion resistant of duralumin alloys, and for carburizing, for decarburizing, and also for doping of semiconductors. Okay, so we are having a solution of this Fick's second law in the form of equation, in form of a Gaussian function, that is C x dt, sorry, xt a minus b ERF value x by 2 root dt. Okay, so from here we can find this cxt. What is this cxt? C is basically the concentration depth, concentration at x depth after t time. Okay, so we can find by this equation. This equation is very important, and the application of this equation is very important for gate metallurgy. This equation is very important because sometimes they will ask the questions from this formula. Okay, and how to use, how to apply this formula, I will tell you. Okay, so this a value is equals to cs, and this v value is equals to cs minus c naught. Okay, and this is the case when we will do carburizing. Okay, so for carburizing, this a will be equals to cs and this b will be equals to cs minus c naught. What is this cs? Cs is basically concentration at surface, c naught is initial concentration, and cxt is basically concentration at x depth after t time. So how we can find? We will put this a and b value here, and then we will find we will solve this equation and we will find this value. Okay, and this is for carbonizing case. What's about the decarbonization? Whenever they will ask about the decarbonization, everything will be same. Okay, this is very easy part, only minus sign will come at b side. Okay, so this is the case when we will taking consideration of decarbonization. Okay, so this is carbonizing, this is decarbonizing. Okay, so now we will see the examples of numerical part of Fick's second law. So the question is, a steel specimen containing 0.2 weight percent of carbon is carbonized in an atmosphere that maintains a carbon content of 1.2 weight percent carbon at the surface of the specimen. Okay, so what are the values given? That is C naught. C naught is given, that is 0.2 weight percent. So this is initial carbon percentage. And the next thing is that they have told that this is carbonization process and in atmosphere that maintains a carbon content of 1.2 weight percent carbon at the surface of the specimen, means cs, that is carbon at surface, is given, that is 1.2 weight percent carbon, means this is concentration at surface. Okay, and what other values are given I will write here. So for diffusion, carbon diffusion in austenite, d naught is also given. So d naught value is 2 multiplied by 10 power minus 5 meter square per second is given, and activation energy is also given, that is 142 kilojoule. So we'll change it into the joules. Okay, so joule per mole. So now what we will do, we will try to find the question. So what is the question they are asking? What is the depth in micron meter from the surface of the specimen at which a composition of 0.2 weight percent is obtained after carbonizing at 870 degrees centigrade for 10 hours. Okay, so this temperature is also given, that is 870 degrees centigrade plus 273 for changing it into the Kelvin. Okay, so we will get 1143 Kelvin, and time is 10 hours given. So for changing it into second, we will multiply it by 3600. Okay, so now we will get 36000 seconds. So this is the time, and these all are the given values. Okay, and one more table they will give for this type of question, that is for y value and for ERF function. Okay, so this table we will use for solving the equations, I will tell you. So in previous slide I told you the formula. So formula was like that: c x comma t is equals to a minus b ERF x by 2 under root of dt. Okay, so what is this a and what is this b here? This is carbonization case. I told you for carbonization this a will be equals to uh, cs. Okay, and b will be equals to cs minus c naught. Okay, so in this case we know this C naught CS, but we don't know this CXT. But in question, if we will read carefully, we will get this CXT also. So what is the depth they are asking? Depth is this X value. X is basically depth of the from the surface of the specimen at which a composition of 0.4 weight percent is obtained after the 870 degrees centigrade for 10 hours. Okay, so this is the composition which is at x depth after t time. So this is the composition here. So here we can write xt is equals to 0.4 percent. So these all are the given values. Now what we will do, we don't know this d value. So how we can find this d value? I told you the relation between this d and the diffusion constant. So what is the relation was d is equals to d naught exponential of minus q by rt. So once we will put these all values, q we know, r is gas constant we will know, and t temperature is also given. So we will find this d value. So d value is basically equals to 2 multiplied by 10 power minus 5 exponential of minus q, that is 142 into 10 power 3. R value is 8.314 multiplied by temperature, that is 1143, and from here we will get this d value is equals to 6.496 into 10 to the power minus 12. So this is the d value in meter square per second. Okay, and now we will put these all values here, and also we know this value. So we will get equation like that: zero point 0.4 is equals to 1.2 minus 1.2 minus 0.2 erf x by 2 under root of dt. Okay, so this is the equation, and we can solve this equation by solving this equation. Okay, so what we will get, we will get like that: zero point 0.8 is equals to erf x by root dt 2. Okay, so I will write here because this is the part we need to understand here. So equation is erf value x by 2 root dt is equals to 0.8. Okay, we need to remove this erf. For removing this erf value, we need to solve the equation from these values, from the given data in tables. Okay, so for finding the value here, we need to do linear interpretation by using this Gaussian function. Okay, so how we can do like that? Okay, so these are the values. I will write once again: 0.85, 0.7707, and one more value, that is 0.9. So we can put z as an unknown value: 0.7970, 0.8209. Why we do like that, this z value? Because we know this erf x by 2 root dt is equals to 0.8, and this 0.8 will be somewhere in between of this 0.85 and 0.95. So we need to find this z value. Okay, so this is the approximate value, and we need to find a exact value. You can do this by choosing this value also, but you will not get the you will get the exact, not exact answer, but that will be in the range. But you will be doing the by the wrong way. So I am telling you the correct way of doing this question. So for doing the correct questions, you can follow the linear interpretation method. Okay, linear interpretation method is here. Okay, so I will tell you how we can use this linear interpretation. So we will subtract this value z minus 0.85 by 0.95 minus 0.85, and same on the right hand side, same on the here. Okay, so 0.7970 minus 0.7707 by 0.8209 minus 0.77. This is linear interpretation, simple mathematics. So from here we can get this z value. So this z value will be equals to 0.9023. So now we will put this z value here instead of this 0.8. Okay, so what we will do, we will put this value, and we can remove this erf function just after putting this value, because this is what I solved, the erf value only. Okay, so x by 2 root dt is equals to 0.90239. So from here we can find this depth value, because we know this d and we know this t. So how we can find this x will be equals to 9023 multiplied by 2 under root of d value. D is 6.496 multiplied by 10 power minus 12, and this d is equals to 36000. Okay, and from here we can get, I have no space here, so I will write here. So this x will be equals to approximate 872 in micron meter. Okay, so you can find this value. This is the correct answer for this question. So this is the way, this is the correct way of doing this type of questions. Okay, so this is the 872 is the answer, and for this type of questions you will get the range 872 875. Okay, so this question is basically from gate 2013. You can check this question from there, and there is a one more part of this question I will solve just immediately after this question. Okay, so I hope you understood this question. This is the concept you need to understand for carburizing case. For decarburizing, just we need to take minus sign in B part. Okay, but for carburization this is the formula, and here this is the linear interpretation method. Just we need to z minus a and 0.95 minus this value. Okay, and for the left hand side also we need to do same value. Why I removed this 0.9? Because this 0.8 is somewhere in between here. Okay, so that's why we can remove this value for changing for finding the value by using the linear interpretation method. So there should be no any confusion in between you guys. That's why I'm telling you. Okay, so if you find any confusion in this, please try to contact us on Instagram. I will solve your confusion. So the next part of this question is, how long in hours will it take to double the depth at which 0.4 weight percent of carbon is reached? Rest question is the same, and these data are same. Okay, so here we were having the formula x by 2 root dt is equals to constant by Fick's second law. This is the solution of Fick's second law. Okay, so this x by x square by dt is equals to constant. Okay, so for this question x1 is equals to x, so we can take x2 is equals to 2x. Okay, also we can take this x value in value that is given in the previous question, but we need not to take here because that will cancel out. Okay, so time is t1 is equals to 10 hour, that is given. We can change it into second, but this is in ratio, so this is not necessary to change. Okay, so t2 we need to find, so we don't know this t2 value. Okay, so in this question they are asking this t2. So x1 value is x, so x1 is square by d1 t1. This d is constant. Okay, so we need not to take d1 t1. Okay, x2 square d t2. Okay, so x1 is x square, t is 10, and this x2 is 2x, and this t2 we need to find. So t2, how we can find? T2 is equals to this 10 multiplied by 4, because this x and this x square will be cancelled. So t2 is equals to 40 in hours. Okay, so this is the simplest question which can be asked in the gate metallurgy. Okay, so this is the second part of this question. This is very easy part. So answer for this question is 40 hours. Okay, and this is the formula you can use every time where they will ask the depth and the relation between the depth and the time and the diffusion constant. Okay, diffusion coefficient. So this is, thank you guys for your attention. Hope you have understood this question. Suppose if you are having any problem in this question, you may contact us on Instagram. We will try to put the PDF of this diffusion topic on our Telegram channel. Link will be given in the description. Join our Telegram if you did not join till now. Thank you.